Hello, investors and traders, and welcome to this week's weekly market report. I'm AJ Monte. I hope you're having a great day on this Thursday, May 7th. I'm going to get right into the charts because we have a lot going on here. I'm recording this while the markets are open. This is for the benefit of swing traders who will still have the rest of today and all of tomorrow to take action on their trades. And we made that change a while back where I formally made the recording on Friday after the market closed. And people were asking me, boy, I wish you'd do that while the markets are open so I could trade against the signals. And so we made that change, and it was with overwhelming success and acceptance from our audience. So thank you for making that suggestion, and we're going to stick with that. So I have my downside targets in place, but what I'm going to do is put shorter term targets for our swing traders to help, especially the option traders, as we come into expiration Friday, which is a week from tomorrow. All right, that's going to be on May 15th. Today on the diamonds, we've got a textbook bearish engulfing candle. I just got finished doing a webinar for the Bank of Nova Scotia clients through Scotia iTrade, showing them this very candle among other candles like hammers, shooting stars, spinning tops, and such. And we have that as an 80% probability the markets will drop from this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this support level low, and we might as well wait for the ABCD pattern as we bounce off of that support. So in other words, I think we'll get a little bit of a bounce and then continue lower as we progress through the month of May. Remember that cycle is still in force. Sell in May and go away is actually a real cycle, and you want to pay attention to that. So for the short-term traders, downside target on DIA is 489.12. I drop that line, and whatever shows up in the box is what I keep. I don't take the time to change that or round that to 489. It's 489.12, and we'll take a look at that next Wednesday during the live midweek report. Moving right to IWM, what do you got? Well, we got another bearish engulfing, so I'm going to go down to this support level right here. Downside target for the short term, I got to get rid of that penny. That bothers me, that single little penny there. 274 on IWM, where you're going to have a support level be tested right there. I do have downside targets. Secondary targets stand around 254, and I do believe that will happen. You know, if I take a look at the weekly chart, you'll see why these targets are still very relevant. If you look, this is, what is that, 6 weeks of green. Look at that. We are long overdue for a red candle. And so I think we're going to see that. We might even see that happen tomorrow. Don't be surprised if that green candle turns red. And if it does, that'll be a shooting star, all the more bearish at that. So, you know, when I'm looking at these downside targets, you know, I always get the trolls saying, oh, what happened to your downside targets? Well, with the major market ETFs, our hit rate is about 90+%. So these two little open targets mean nothing to me at this point because I think ultimately they will hit. But even if they don't, you're not going to get 100% on any target hit. In fact, I think you're going to be challenged to find any kind of accuracy elsewhere outside of sticky trades that's going to give you targets like that. So that's how good these charts are. They're absolutely incredible when it comes to forecasting. So again, downside target 274 on IWM. Let's look at QQQ. This is the tech-heavy NASDAQ ETF. And what do you have? That's not a bearish engulfing, but very close to a shooting star. You see that long shadow on top. We've got that drop in volume on the way up. So I'm going to go down a little bit here to fill some of these gaps on the Qs. So 677.41 on the Qs. Look down below. You see that pivot? That's the CCI pivoting. And while it's not at a sell signal, keep in mind that the sell signal will be generated once that blue line crosses the plus 100, which I have color-coded there to be red. All right, so once that sell signal hits, you're going to see a lot of algorithms starting to sell. You're going to see fund managers starting to lighten up on positions. You got, you know, still Warren Buffett and the crew there at Berkshire Hathaway still loaded up on record levels of cash balances. So they're waiting for the pullback just like many technicians are as well. And that's also happening in the silver markets. I'll get to that in a moment. So to reiterate, downside target 677.41. Looking at SPY, what do we have here? Very close to a bearish harami. That's a red candle. Look at the drop in volume. The drop in volume has caused the CCI to drop. We have a negative divergence on the stochastic, meaning we have lower highs on the stochastic after much higher highs on the price action, right? So if price is going up while the highs on the indicators are going down, that's a negative, the option traders will call that's a negative delta signal. We want that to go down. The option traders who are long puts will make money should that happen. Anyone who's long calls or long call spreads, you take that as a caution flag and most likely manage the profitable trades that you have right now. So again, be very, very careful when you see these signals. So I'm going to go down to the moving average on this one, very close to that blue line there, 717.51. 717.51 is the downside target. I still have open targets, but like I said, take a look at the monthly on SPY. Look at that. Talk about overbought. This monthly candle, look at the drop in volume. Now, we still have about 3 weeks left in the month of May, but there is absolutely no way that May volume is going to surpass the volume from last month in April. There's no way that's going to happen. So if you have a price action that's going up with a drop in volume, again, something that I was teaching to the Scotia crowd, then that's telling us that the buyers are running out of momentum. So that monthly candle is something I look at from time to time. The weekly candles will give you a similar read on the negativity of that candle. But again, downside target for SPY is going to be 617.51. I want to talk about the VIX. Why? Because I still have open targets up at the gap fill here. I'm keeping that target in place for the VIX at 24.34. Look what's happening down below, folks. Look at that CCI. It crossed over the minus 100 mark, right? It's now trading minus 84.28. That's a buy signal. So the buy signal on the VIX has showed up today on this May 7th, right? It showed up. Now, a bullish VIX, which is what we have here, my target up there again around 24.34. A bullish VIX is bearish for the S&P. It's bearish for the S&P. So you got to pay very close attention to what's happening in the general markets, especially if you are long any kind of position, right? If you're long, you don't want to be hoping that it continues to go higher. If you're a real trader, you're going to be protecting your profits, making sure that the market doesn't take money from you, especially your profits. Our members will tell you, how many times have I said you don't want to turn winners into losers, right? And that's where I'm going now. PSLV, if you follow me on X, you'll know that I put out a post today. And if you're following, just use hashtag AJSLV trades. You'll find that. And what happened, I pinned it right to the top. This morning, I sold out of a very big chunk of my PSLV position. This is the most I've sold in percentages in many years. I still have a fairly large position in the overall silver market, but I did not want this one to get away from me. This morning, this is what it looked like. I was looking at that gap up. I was looking at the wide divergence between the K and the D on the stochastic, and I was looking at the overbought condition on the CCI down below there. You see that? And so I decided to sell out of a good chunk of my position. And look what's happened since I put that post out. The stock is now gone from a green candle after filling this gap up here to now a red candle that most closely resembles a shooting star. When was the last time we saw a shooting star? Right there. And therefore, there's a high probability the price is going to drop. I'm going to be ready with cash available. I have a downside target on PSLV right down there at 24. So I have my alert in place, ready to go. I will be sending out another post on X to notify the general public. And if you're a member of the Nodlive news feed, you're going to be getting that information a full 10 minutes before I post it out to the tens of thousands of people that follow me on X. So you're going to beat the crowd if you're a Nodlive member. I'll leave the scan code right there for you so you can scan with your cell phone and sign up for that 15-day free trial. I say this a lot, but folks, we have no sales pressure whatsoever. You will find the value. If you don't see the value, we don't hound you, we don't call you, we don't try to persuade you to join our services. It's just not right. We want to create a very happy and close-knit culture of traders, and we do that by proving ourselves week after week, showing you these charts and others that we do and analyze each and every Wednesday through our rapid fire session. So come on over, scan that code, and we'll meet you on the other side. Now, finally, before I wrap up, I want to thank each and every one of you for leaving the comments and subscribing and liking our channel. That's helping us grow the channel through the algorithms, because every time you do that, it lifts us a couple of notches on that scale, and it gets us out to the general menu that is seen by the public. So I want to thank you very much for that, and we will talk to you on the next video. Take care.
In a world of endless data, where every second counts, introducing Nodlive, your professional compass in the chaos of the stock market. Nodlive cuts through the noise. Stay ahead with Nodlive.